all of it. They tell you
I've considered taking out my 401k completely because I think it's a 20 or 25% hit on the taxation, right? Like I'd get taxed on it, which I actually don't even mind because if you think about it, if I'm going to hold it for another 40 years or whatever the hell,
you'll make a lot more money off of it.
I'm already going to be down that amount in terms of the inflation by that point, you know?
You know what I would love to see? What I would, and I hate to segue into something else. What I would love to see is some localized or regionalized stock exchanges where people could invest in companies within their own state.
Hello.
And invest it in New York, where you could actually take that money from your 401k, invest it in local businesses, and pay dividends to you, because that's what the banks do. They invest in local business via loans, and hedge funds do via loans, and they make all kinds of money. It would be so much better if we could have like local exchanges in each state. I mean,
I was thinking that's exactly what I was thinking.
Because
I have zero.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I cashed my entire 401k out and I dumped everything I have into my business, and it pays me directly for my investment. You could find small businesses that have been around. I mean, like my small business, for example, we've been incorporated for over 20 years. We've been around for almost 25 years. And if you can find small businesses in your area that survive 15 years, you can pretty much guarantee they're going to be around.
But guys, isn't the stock market like the S&P and the Nasdaq? Isn't it the highest it's ever been?
Well, yeah, but adjusted for inflation, Courtney. Adjusted for inflation, drop it 22%.
Okay, so what you're saying is
my comment
the
on
stock market is high, the highest it's ever been. The unemployment rate is the lowest it's ever been, but inflation.
It's not the lowest it's ever been, but it's pretty low.
Oh, I give a comment on that?
Yeah.
It's pretty low, but adjust your stock market. I mean, let Richard say something, but adjust your stock market right now for the inflation of the last 3 years, and let us know what you got, because we know that right now it's up 1%, which is actually lower, like 1.6% is what I think it was, which is lower than any growth ever. But go ahead, Richard. I apologize.
No, you good, Marlon. Yeah, I want to talk about unemployment under Biden. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Unemployment is lower than it's probably been. You know why? People have to work 3 to 4 jobs just to make ends meet, to be lucky. Yeah, that's the reason why unemployment's so low.
Well, then you also got to factor in the whole COVID pandemic thing, which shut down a lot of businesses in each state. So they open back up. So of course you're going to have a spike in unemployment. Now you're dropping again. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that they use restorative employment in the unemployment figures. I think that's wrong.
But you also got to factor in the amount of people that aren't around anymore to be able to count that in the unemployment.
Hey, here's the other thing, Courtney. I want you to go look up how many full-time jobs were cut, and then how many part-time jobs were added, because that actually.
Oh, hell yeah!
When we talk about unemployment rate, it doesn't specify how many hours these people are working. So just because you work a job 15, 20 hours a week, you're technically part of the workforce.
So you could have a person that could account for 3 of the jobs that are supposedly restored, even though they're working even a total of maybe 45 hours.
Exactly.
And also, for the people who lost their unemployment benefits, they have actually fallen off that list altogether.
Here's the funniest part to me is how Democrats go from, well, Biden is not responsible for the economy and inflation, and he can't control oil prices. It's all corporate greed. Oh, but we have the best stock market ever. Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Is he part of the problem and the good parts?
Well, I think,
which there are no good
parts. I think what they're saying that the two are not the same. Like oil doesn't work like that. Like oil is a global thing. Like it's not. You know, as far as right now, we are actually exporting more oil than ever before.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah. No.
Why?
But to say that they don't go hand in hand, I mean, the stock market is a reflection of the economy. right? So
Yes, the stock market is, but not. I mean, what I'm trying to say is certain commodities, yes, they do. Certain commodities go with the stock market, and certain don't.
yeah, I think that killing a keystone pipeline is pretty big on
Oh, it
whether
killed
or not
way more
that's
than that,
gonna
bruh.
affect-
Hey,
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody said that we're exporting more now than we ever did before. Here's the
Right.
thing: you got to also look at our national reserves on oil. They literally depleted the hell out of it. So I'm like, you can't really sit there and say
Yep.
we're exporting it. We're literally depleting our reserves, and we sent a good portion of it over to China. So we
And
can't
that's
really sit there
why-
and say, oh,
Yep.
well, we're exporting it now. Yeah, of course we're going to, when we literally take it from the stores we have for emergency reasons and then throw it over to another country.
Not
we
to
lost
mention
our
this
control
election
of the
year.
market. I mean, we're losing our control in the market. The whole argument about the oil, they've been arguing about the oil for like 4 years on TikTok. And here's the reality of it. The United States had a huge oil reserve. We could use that oil reserve just like a big, massive company could use the asset to control the market. Okay. When they say the president has no control over the oil industry, it's bullshit, because the strategic oil reserve was a massive asset that could be used to literally manipulate the economy of the oil market, which the government has done for decades. So let's stop being disingenuous and say that our government can't affect the oil market. They absolutely can.
So I want to get some opposition up here. I have Unicorn in the request box. Does anybody want to drop down for Unicorn at all?
Yes, I will
I
drop
just got one
down
more
because I'm
thing.
at work.
Oh,
I agree with everybody, by the way, and I just don't want it to become a full-on echo chamber. So,
Well, I gotta go
Yeah.
anyway. I'm
Yeah,
actually
turn up.
going.
I'll be up later when I get off.
okay, JC.
I'm going on a date, or I'm on a date, so it'll be a second.
Okay. Oh,
see ya.
Hot date.
Nice.
Nice. See ya, JC. See ya, Jen.
Oh, you know what? I guess Unicorn does. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Hey, turn up. I have a question.
What's up, buddy?
So you agree before COVID, Trump had a great economy?
He did. And it was a natural economy, basically low inflation, high wages, as well as a naturally inclining stock market.
Okay. Now, would you also agree with that Trump inherited that great economy?
No.
oh my
No,
gosh, bro.
We can
So-
see an upward
Lies.
trajectory. If we look at
So
Obama's
how-
economy, it was an upward
so how many-
trajectory.
I'm so sick
Yeah.
of listen. Hold on. one
How
second,
many
hold on.
consecutive months of job
Hold on.
growth did
Hold
when
on.
Trump took office in January, and that January when he took office from Obama, how many consecutive months of job growth and how many consecutive months of GDP going up did Trump inherit?
Wait, are you attributing that to the good job that Obama did, or are you attributing it to the fact that Trump was elected and people were optimistic about the economy? Which is it?
Even the IRS will back
I
up Trump
don't
and say, yeah,
understand you.
it had to do with Trump's
I don't
economy.
Well,
Did you-
Understand? So when Trump won the election, the stock market started to expeditiously climb. So
Big time.
people's confidence rate started going through the roof, which means businesses
I-
who were,
I think-
saying, "Hey, I think the economy is going to go in the right direction now," started hiring more people. They started, putting more money into the different economical sectors. And so these larger corporations said, "Okay, this looks like it's going to be a good regulatory environment. Let's start hiring more people and let's start growing and expanding." So
I think
you're sitting here saying that Obama made some big,
I think you guys
bound
missed the
and
premise
leap
of my
for.
question.
And
I didn't miss the premise of your question. You're trying to say that Trump inherited Obama's economy, but that's
Oh,
not
it-
Why
true.
did it take
We
so
know-
long? Why the
we
fuck
know
did it
in
take so long?
November. We know in November that the economic index, people's confidence in the economy